Hey everyone, this is Ben Zinn with Epic Guitar Instruction. Thank you for checking out our lesson today. We have a song lesson for you on Jeff Buckley's version of Hallelujah. Such a great tune, great chord progression, really classic sounding. So we're going to take you through all those chord progressions, capoed up on our telly here. Let's jump in and have some fun. Now, as I mentioned, I'm capoed here at the 6th fret, so you'll want to make sure that you capo as well to make sure we're in the right key. We're going to be using predominantly open position chord shapes, but of course we want to make sure that they sound correct. So capo, fret 6, and let's jump right in and talk about some of the progressions. The opening chord progression before the verse comes in is going to be based around a G major chord going to an E minor 7 chord. So here are our two chord shapes here. And we want to play these in this fashion. So we see that we're sort of connecting these with a little bit of bass movement here. We're starting and we're arpeggiating the chord. 1, 2, 3, and then strum. And now I'm going to hit the F sharp note, F sharp if I were open rather, and then leading into the E minor 7. That's a big part of playing this with the right hand. And we'll notice that these top two fingers over here, they just stay put. That's an important thing to notice, is that you can anchor those two fingers as you move back and forth between your chords. Now, if you're singing, you can vamp on this as long as you want to, and when you're ready to start singing the verse, the chord progression will change. Once we jump into the first verse, we'll start out by playing a G. Same thing as our intro, but now we're going to play that twice. Moving to a C chord. To a G, and then to a D. So let's talk about the timing on those changes. Backing up to the C chord, we're going to play this for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. D for 1 count on beat 4, and then to the G chord, to a D. So that whole section, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets you through the first part of your verse. Okay, second section of our verse is going to find us again at the G chord, but the cadence or pacing of our chord changes is going to change up just a little bit. So now we're going to be on G for 2 beats, C for 1 beat, D for 1 beat. Now E minor for 2, C for 2, D for 2. Now we have a new chord. We have a diminished chord here, which can be a little tricky with the capo, to be honest, but this is our diminished chord, D sharp diminished, and it's going to lead into our E minor chord. Something nice that you hear Jeff Buckley do on versions of this tune is to melodicize the E minor chord just a little bit. Just a little bit of movement. In fact, you hear that all throughout this tune. He'll add some embellishments to this basic structure to really bring out some life in these chord changes. So let's back up and play our whole verse now with all of that in mind. Chorus section next. So starting right at the top of the chorus, we're going to be on a C chord. This is the Hallelujah part, if you're singing along. So we have our C chord to E minor, one full measure of 4 counts on each, C chord again, full measure, and now a couple of new chords, G over B, which you could finger like this, or like this, and D over A, which all that means is we're going to play a D chord, but make sure you start strumming it from the 5th string instead of the 4th. And then the tail end of the chorus, we revisit the intro figure with a slight change. Well, notice that I'm no longer holding down the note on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. I'm leaving that open as I play through. So this is just an embellishment that you can make. Not necessary. If you play it the original way, that's going to sound fine too. So here is our whole chorus in time now. From the C chord, here we go. Now, you might have noticed there's quite a few chords and chord changes in this tune. And if you're just starting out in your guitar journey, this is something that is a good skill to continue working on, and we want to help you out with this. We can help you out with your chord changing skills. We have a free video lesson and ebook. If you click on the link in the description box below, click on that link, and what we're going to send to you is this free lesson that really just helps to get those chord changing skills up to the next level. We're going to teach you how to play in time, proper fret hand technique, all of those essentials that we really need in our everyday playing. So check that out. Click on the link down there. We'll send that to you. Once again, it's a free video lesson, free ebook, a lot of good stuff to keep working on that will help you out with this tune and many more. At this point, we're into the 2nd verse. Now, there's like 5 or 6 verses in this tune, so each one is a little bit different. They're all based on the same structure that we outlined from verse number 1. However, you might find a little different nuance in his arpeggiation or some of just the way he's approaching or attacking the chords. So as you're playing the tune, it's encouraged that you experiment around with this. I do want to mention, however, there is one important chord substitution he does in the 2nd verse that kind of makes it stand out. So returning to our verse section here, we're at the top of the verse, we're playing our G. There right there is a good example of an embellishment or a change that we're making. Instead of strumming to string 2, now we're strumming all the way to string 1 to hear a higher note ring out. Another example of an embellishment, just hammering on to the inside of the C chord here. Now, normally right here from all of our other verses, the first verse and all the other ones, we'd normally go to a D chord here. But this time, let's substitute in an E minor. And then we'll substitute in our diminished chord. And then go to finally our G over B here. Really nice substitution that we see happen there. So let's hear that once again in context. 2nd verse with a substitution on the last 2 bars of the form. So there we see a little bit of chord substitution, embellishments leading into our chorus, and just having freedom with the tune. That's what's great. Once you have the basic structure of the verse and the chorus, now you're free to embellish and just be inspired with some of the things that we hear from the original performance. So that is Hallelujah from Jeff Buckley, one of my favorite tunes. I hope you enjoyed this lesson so much. I enjoyed bringing it to you. Epic guitar instruction is who we are, what we do. Click the like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave us a comment, subscribe, and also click on the link in the YouTube description box too. We're going to send you that free video lesson, free ebook, good information to help you along in your guitar journey. So once again, I'm Ben Zinn with Epic Guitar Instruction. I thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.